I think it certainly has for my team. I would say for me, I've had this experience a number of times because of the nature of the course that I teach at Smith. I work, so my own background is civil engineering, structural engineering, engineering materials, and what I've done, I did a 6-month sabbatical in a medical device company. I've now worked for this for a product design company, so I have different experiences there. But I'm helping to coach teams of students working on projects with a wide range of industry and government project sponsors. And so these are projects that are mechanical or electrical or civil or environmental or chemical. And so I've done this for many years now, and I am really used to not being an expert in a particular field. And I think what I've learned from that experience is how important it is to tap into the strengths that I have and the foundations that I have, and places where I can transfer knowledge or skills from one area, one domain to another, but also to really tap into a network of other people who are more experts in the field. And I think what I've learned how to do over the years is to ask the right kinds of questions and find the right kind of information, even if I don't have it initially. So this project allowed me to continue that same kind of mindset. What was different about this versus my usual work is that usually I'm helping to advise students in how to do it, and now I was actually in the middle of doing it. But I'm pretty used to and pretty comfortable with not being an expert in what I'm working in, and it's a hard thing to get comfortable with, but I've had to do it for so many years now. I've had to come to terms with it that I'm just not going to be an expert, and it's really scary at first. But once you sort of let it go and you're willing to roll with it, it's really fun to have one's eyes open and just be willing to be a student and learn and soak things up. And the learning curve is really steep, which is really fun. And it was I've never done it so much with a team that really nobody knew what we were doing. But on the other hand, while we didn't know what we were doing in terms of ventilators, we all knew what we were doing in terms of design. And we all knew what we were doing in terms of engineering. And we all had that kind of experience and that sort of background. And we all had other experiences to draw from, and contacts and networks. And we're all able to, to learn. And we all know how to learn. And so we were able to do that and have that experience together. But I think for some of my teammates, they had some experiences where they hadn't been an expert in something. But this maybe was a new one to go quite to this depth in this time frame. I think that was the other piece, is to do it so quickly. To really have to try to get up to speed as quickly as possible was challenging, but really rewarding.